Jacobs, and I'm coming to you from the Dalton Senior Center in Dalton, Mass. We're on Field Street Extension, 2 blocks down from Main Street and a block in from High Street. So if you've never been to the Senior Center, I would encourage you to visit. It's a beautiful facility, and Kelly Pizzi is the director, and she would love to welcome you and say hi. I'm here today to talk about a Healthy Osteo program that we've been doing here in Dalton since 1996, so it's been a long time. The program was actually developed by Dr. Miriam Nelson at Tufts University School of Physiology in Boston in response to a request from the Massachusetts Department of Public Health, who went to them with a big concern about the numbers of hospitalizations of people who had fractured bones by falling. And their request to Dr. Nelson and the Tufts team was to develop a program that could address those issues, and Dr. Nelson came up with this program. It consists of some warm-up exercises, then a series of exercises to improve balance, and then strengthening exercises for upper and lower body, and at the end, some cool-down exercises. We've been doing it here for a very long time, and it's been a very successful and enthusiastic program for people. People really enjoy it. And as if you are interested, this program is an orientation that I generally do, I always do, with folks who are interested in joining the class. There's a lot to it, and there are some guidelines that you need to know. And so I'm going to take you through an orientation during this program, and then we'll do a follow-up program with a regular class. So, to start with, there are some guiding principles for this program, and one is that you move slowly and you start low with a low number of repetitions and a low amount of weight, and you slowly increase. The idea being that you don't want to hurt yourself. And studies have shown, if you've been to a gym, love the gyms, but if you've been to a gym and you've seen these muscle-bound guys hefting 30-pound weights, that's great for them. But as a general rule, for the older population or those folks who are at risk for or have osteoporosis, that's always not a good idea. So you start with a small amount of weight, and you slowly increase that weight to improve your overall functioning. Another one is, if it hurts, you need to stop. Now, I have arthritis. A lot of folks in the class have arthritis, and oftentimes things hurt. But if you know your body best, and if something hurts in a way that you know it shouldn't, you need to stop. If you have sharp pain with any of these exercises, you need to stop. So keep that in mind. Listen to your body. There are some risk factors for osteoporosis. If you are, the most common ones, if you're over 60, if you have a family history of osteoporosis, if your parents had osteoporosis, if you're Caucasian, if you are or were a smoker. Those are all risk factors, so you want to consider that in looking at your overall health. And if you're over 60 and you haven't had a bone density test, I would strongly encourage you to do that. You need to know, because they call osteoporosis a silent disease. You don't know you have it until something breaks. So please take that step if you haven't already. Also, all of our exercises are done counting, And I like to tell people when they come to orientation that they need to count out loud for 2 reasons, so that I know they're breathing and so that they continue to breathe. It's important because you can be focusing so intently on doing something that you forget to breathe. So counting out loud really kind of makes that happen. I also want to make certain that everybody understands that although I've been teaching this class for a very long time, I attended a train the trainer program. I am not a nurse, a physical therapist, a personal trainer. I was taught how to teach these exercises. So if you have any questions of a medical nature, you really, really need to contact your physician, or if you've been seeing a physical therapist, to speak to that person as well. All right, I'm going to start, as I do with each orientation. We sit in a big circle, and we start by taking a deep breath and a stretch. And you inhale through your nose and exhale from your mouth. So inhaling nice and deep, reach, and relax. And we do that a second time. So I also tell people in orientation they're going to be standing or sitting with a chair. If you're doing this at home, an armless chair actually works the best, because some of these exercises, the arms would get in the way. So if you have an armless chair, that would be great. If not, then you would just work around that. So we did our deep breath and a stretch. I also tell people, stay in back of your chair because I'm going to move around. So this next one is called a hamstring stretch. And if your balance is good, you can put your foot up on the chair, you keep your legs straight, and you reach as far as you can. If you can't reach your foot, that's okay. Just reaching as far as you can gives you a really good stretch. And you slowly count from 1 to 10, and then you relax. Then you do the other leg, equal time, and you reach, and a slow count from 1 to 10, and then you relax. And I'm always telling people, take a breath, take a breath. The next one is I forgot one, sorry. Next one is a quadriceps stretch. And you grab either your ankle, which I can't do, but your pant cuff works, and you want to bring that knee back so it's at least parallel with the other knee. Back further if you can, and you will feel a good stretch here. You're stretching this muscle that goes all the way up, so you want to bring that back and hold it for a slow count of 10, and then relax. And then the other leg, and bring that back, and again a slow count of 10, and then relax. Okay. Next one is a shoulder stretch, bringing your right arm up over your shoulder and this hand on your muscle and pull it toward you so you get a good stretch. You can look over the shoulder you're pulling on, and you hold that for a count of 10, and then you relax. Your other arm, pull, and relax. Okay. Next one, fingertips on your shoulders. Elbows together for a slow count of 5. Out to the side, pinch those shoulder blades together in the back. Get a good stretch. Another 5 count. Repeat that together for 5. And out to the side for 5. I'm not holding this for the full 5 counts now, so, and then elbows up. Count of 5. Back together in the front, another count of 5. Repeat that, and then relax. Take a breath. This next one, you're going to reach around and back. You're going to lace your fingers together and lift your arms up as high as you can and count to 10 slowly, and then relax. This next one, I'm going to turn the chair so you can see what I'm doing here. Hands on top of your chair, right foot forward, left foot back. As you bend your right knee, you want it straight down, knee to ankle. You don't want to go too far forward, and you want to get a good stretch, so don't straighten your leg, but make sure you have that bend, and you hold that for 10. You can feel that stretch up the back of your leg. Relax. Reverse position. And you hold that for a slow count of 10. And then relax. Very good. Take another breath. Relax your shoulders. You're going to tilt your head to one side for this next one to do a neck stretch. It's like you're putting your ear on your shoulder. Try not to do this or this. Try it in front of a mirror to get it correct. Tilt your head. Count to 10. Slowly. Then up. Tilt the other way. Keep your shoulders relaxed. And hold that for a slow count of 10. And then relax. Take a deep breath, and then we'll do that again. So those were all the warm-ups. The next series of exercises are for balance. And one of the best ones, and sometimes one of the hardest for folks, is called a chair stand. And there are 3 levels to this one. So you want to sit forward on your chair, put your hands on your thighs, and slowly push off while you're counting slowly. And the counting, if you're not doing this, is boring. So you want to do it as you're counting. And it goes like this. 1, 2, 3. Hold, H-O-L-D. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 2, and up to 8 or 10, however many repetitions you're going to be doing. Again, remember what I said earlier. If you, when you get started, you want to start low and go slow. A fewer number of repetitions, less weight, and then slowly build yourself up. So that was level 1. Level 2 is not using your hands on your thighs, but slowly coming up and down to the same count. And level 3 is holding weights and doing the same thing. So again, the program was developed so that you could start at a lower level and then gradually build yourself back up. All right, the next one is called a one-leg stand. And you stand with your feet together, and you slowly bring one foot up and back so your knees remain parallel. And I encourage folks, imagine that you're trying to hold a piece of paper or a piece of sponge or something between your knees, because our tendency is to do it this way. But in order to get the proper stretch, work the proper muscles, you're going to be doing it this way. We will repeat this in the lower leg leg exercises, strengthening. So we do this one twice. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. 2. And up to 8 or 10. We actually do 10 repetitions in our classes. And then you want to give equal time to the other leg. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. 2. And up to 10. Next one is toe stands. And you're going to be standing behind your chair. Hands lightly on the chair. You're going to place your feet hip width apart and parallel. And there's a quick trick to be able to do that. Start with your feet together. Bring your toes up and swivel on your heels, and then on your toes. And you've got your correct position. So toe stands are slowly going up onto the balls of your feet and your toes, and then slowly back down. This is level 1. And it goes 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 2, and up to 10. Level 2 is and we do that one twice because level 2 is doing it on one foot. And we want to be sure that the people doing it on one foot get to do both legs. So we do it 2 times. So level 2 is on one foot. The next one is heel stands. Your feet are in that same hip width and parallel position. And you're going to bring your toes slowly up. So you're balancing on your heels. You're going to stand nice and tall. As I tell people, don't do this. It makes it easier to do that, to get your feet up, but you're going to stand nice and tall and bring those toes up and then back down. And it's 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 1. And 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 2, and up to 10. That's level 1. In our class, we do level 2. And we bring our toes up to the same count, but then we count from 2 to 8 while we hold the toes up and then go back down. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 1. And we repeat that up to 10 counts. Take a breath. So standing with your side to your chair, this next one is a tandem stand, and you're going to place one foot in front of the other, heel to toe. So if you start with your right foot in front, up against the toe of your left foot. And this one is a little bit challenging for folks, so I usually talk the new folks through it. And you're going to slightly relax your knees. They're going to just be slightly bent. And keeping both feet flat on the floor, you're going to slowly shift your weight forward onto your front foot. And then slowly shift your weight back onto your left foot. And then come forward just enough so that you can feel equal weight on each foot. Once you've got that position, let go of your chair and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a challenge, especially for folks who have poor balance to begin with. So that's why you're doing this next to your chair. You want to make sure that you have the chair right there. You can put your hand on it to help steady yourself if you need to. And we do reverse the position, so the left foot is in front. We do the same thing. Find that position where you can feel equal weight on each foot. And then count, do your 10, slow 10 count, and then relax. So we do 2 sets facing this direction. Take a breath, turn around, and do 2 sets facing the other direction. The follow-up to this one is called a tandem walk. And we don't do that here in the center because we really don't have the space for it. We used to do it over at the CRA in the gym, so we had the whole gym. We could just march around the gym. And there was enough wall space there to be able to start with your hand on the wall. So if you've got a hallway at home where you can get about 20 steps in, start with your hand on the wall and heel to toe. Think sobriety test. Okay? think the sobriety test, and you do your heel to toe walk, okay? And as your balance gets better, as your muscles get stronger, then it's going to be much easier to do that. And you can do it with your hand close to, but not touching the wall. And practice that at home, because this is a really good exercise. And I think you'll find some real benefit in that. Okay, so we've done our warm-ups, and we did our balance exercises. We got up and down out of a chair. We did the one-leg stands. We did the toe stands. We did the heel stands, and we did the tandem stands. At this point in a regular class, I would tell people to have a seat and get their ankle weights, if they were using them, and put them on. Now that brings me to equipment. If you're doing this at home, there are lots of ankle weights out on the market that you can certainly look at. In my class, I tell people no ankle weights for at least 3 weeks, because I want to be sure people are doing the exercises correctly before they add the weight. But if you are feeling comfortable with those exercises, doing all the exercises, I took a couple of pennies and put them in a Ziploc bag and took a knee sock, and you can tie this around your ankle. And this is an easy home style weight to use. Hand weights, we have weights here at the Senior Center, but a bottle of water or a can of green beans, a 1 pound can certainly give you the resistance training that you need. So you don't need any fancy equipment. Comfortable clothing, flat shoes, sneakers, no sandals please, because that could be a little more problematic, but good sneakers or flat shoes that support your foot. Okay, so at this point, folks have got their ankle weights on, and they get back up, and we do the one leg stand again, which I mentioned a few minutes ago, that we repeat a second time, this time with the weights if people are using them. And it's important to remember to keep those knees parallel as you're bringing that foot up and down. One note on this one, sometimes people will get a Charlie horse. So it's not important how high you get that foot up. First time through is for balance. This time you're going to be using the weights, so you're using that extra resistance on there. So if you feel the muscles starting to cramp up, don't bring your foot up so high. Just bring it up off the floor so you can maintain that balance, okay? So we do the one leg stands, both sides, and then we do something called a side leg lift. Now, in my experience, this is the hardest one for most people. And once they get this one down, once they've got this one figured out, they can do just about anything. So you're going to be standing in back of your chair, and your feet are close together, slightly pigeon-toed, and there's a reason for that. It's a visual reminder that as you bring your leg out to the side, you want your feet to remain parallel. As you're bringing your leg out, it's going to start to pull on these muscles, and your body's tendency is to angle that foot out to take the pressure and the tension off those muscles. So you want to bring your foot out to the side, keep your feet parallel as you're doing this. So it goes like this: 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 2, and up to 10. Some people like to alternate. It's perfectly fine if you do one leg and then the other leg. You can do all 8 or 10, and then the others on the other leg, you can split them up, 5 and 5, however you would like to do it. Then we do the toe stands again. Hip width apart and parallel, and slowly up and down. We do 10 toe stands, and then we relax. And this next one is called a kickback. And you're standing in straight, nice and tall in the back of your chair, and you slowly bring that leg back, keeping your leg straight, and back down. You're going to feel the muscles working here and here, and you want to make sure that you're not bending. You want to stand nice and tall. This is a good hip extension exercise. And you slowly, 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 2, and up to 8. This is one that we do 4 sets of 8. And just remember, if you're just getting started on this, don't try to do them all because you'll end up being sore. Tufts did a great job, and Dr. Nelson did an amazing job of putting this program together because it exercises everything. And you want to slowly work your way into it because otherwise you will be sore. So the kickbacks, again, we do 4 sets of 8. And then once we finish those, we do the marching one. So we turn with our sides to our chair, and this exercise really helps develop the muscles you use when you're climbing stairs. So don't do this. You want to move like you're actually going up a set of stairs. And it's 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 2, and up to 10. We take a breath, we turn and face the other direction, and do another 10. If your balance is not good, I would strongly recommend that you have another table or a counter or a chair on both sides so you can have that extra security and hand on both sides to keep yourself steady. Okay, so we've done the warm-ups. We've done the balance exercises. We did the leg exercises, which were the one leg stands, the side leg lift, the toe stands, and the kickbacks, and then the marching one. So those were all the leg exercises. In a regular class, at this point, we take a quick break. We get water, because it's really important to have water handy and keep your body hydrated. And then we go into upper body strengthening, some other leg and abdominal exercises, and then the cool downs. So we'll move right into the upper body exercises. Again, if you use a couple of cans of vegetables at home, those work. We have hand weights at the center. And this first one is called an upward row. And you slowly bring your hands up to under your chin and then back down again. And it's 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 2, and up to 10. That's an upward row. The next one is a combination bicep curl and an overhead press. So lots of folks know what a bicep curl is. So you want to keep your elbows tucked in at your sides and bring your hands up so your palms are facing your shoulders. As you bring your arms up, palms facing forward, back down to the position you had, and then back down again. We'll do one counting together, and 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 1, and up to 10. This is another good one. If you have shoulder problems and you cannot bring your hands up over your head, you simply do the bicep curl portion of this exercise. The next one is called a one arm bent over row. I like to tell people, just think about Little House on the Prairie, and the kids have gone out to the pump, to the well to get water, and they're bringing the pump handle up and then back down. And that's exactly what this one does. And 1, 2, 3, hold. You're bringing that weight straight up towards your shoulder, and your elbow is up in the back, and back down. And 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 2, and up to 10. And we do it on the other side. This neck, then once we finish that, I have people sit down and sit forward on your chairs. Back's nice and straight. Tuck your elbows in at your sides. Think chicken dance. This is another fun one. And in the exercise training, we were taught to do this. This is really hard on shoulders. And this particular modification came from the Arthritis Foundation. And you keep your arms at a 45-degree angle, and you just bring your elbows up. And it's 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 2, and up to 10. Okay. At this point, I have people put one weight down and sit back so your backs are well supported. This is an overhead tricep extension with your weight in one hand. You bring your arm up next to your ear. You support your arm and bend your elbow. And as you bring your arm up, well, think Statue of Liberty, I guess, on this one. And then back down. So it's 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 2, and up to 10. How's it going? I hope everybody's enjoying this, or at least beginning to understand a little bit more about the program. Okay, so put your weights down, and this next one is the groaner in the class. This is the one everybody loves to hate. So you sit forward on your chair, and you lean back, but not all the way. So if your back hits the back of the chair, come up just a little bit, and then you bring your feet up, and you count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now if you get really feeling strong in class, some of the people like to pedal during this one, during the 10 count. And I think that tends to put some people off, but it's fun. It's one of my favorites, and you can really feel it working on your tummy muscles. Okay? Then you're going to lean all the way back, and either with your feet together or crossing at the ankles, you can do a leg lift. And we do 2 sets of 10 on this. So 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 2, and up to 10. And then we'll do that a second time. But again, you don't have to cross your ankles. You can do it with your feet side by side. Chair squats. So we stand up. Make sure your chair is in back of you. And as you go down, you want to feel like you're just hovering over that chair, but it's there if you lose your balance. So 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 2, and up to 10. Okay, so we did our upper body strengthening with the upward rows, the bicep curls, and the overhead presses. the one-arm bent over row, the Little House on the Prairie, the chicken dance, and the overhead tricep extension, and then we did the modified sit-ups and the leg lifts and the chair squats. So we have finished the exercises. Now it's time to cool down. So I want everybody to just sit in your chair, sit back, relax, take a slow, deep breath, and relax your shoulders. Turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Twist if you can, and we count to 10. This is great for people driving and being able to turn around. Of course, most cars come now with those screens so you can see what you're doing when you back up, but this is good to be able to look over your shoulder. And we do the 2 sets of that. And then we stand, and you can do this, which is good for golfer's elbow, tennis elbow, or out to the side, and you get the stretch up your arm to your shoulder, and that's a good stretch. And another one that we've added is slow, smooth, controlled up, over, out, and down. We've added that. It's not in the handout. And then we finish the way we started, with a deep breath and a stretch. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, or you decide you would like to continue doing this at home, call the Senior Center at 684-2000, and they can try to answer your questions. And again, I'm Sue Jacobs with a Healthy Osteo exercise class orientation. Thanks so much. Take care.